Panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just to throw me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Hitting the licks in the band. Legacies.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 welcome in, cakers. Here we go. We've got some electric challenge stuff. Cards that use electricity cost one less energy point than usual. So, build a deck. Maybe you put some electric cards in there. Let me see if I can remember any of them. Professor Chaos, Sizzler Stewart, Energy Staff, Lightning Bolt, Call Girl. There's maybe another one out there or two. But here you see we have one loss. We need 3 more victories. We want to get all the juicy nectar. We want to open up these packs. We want to do the powwow. We want to have a good time out there in that sugary, super sugary challenge mode battle arena. Let's jump in there and see if we can continue with our good high elo opponents, having some fun tight matches. And we'll see what that top score on the leaderboard is after we're all done here. Take a look at the deck, do that powwow, and we'll get into that nice juicy nectar. So here we go with Zephyr 171. Let's have a good game against Zephyr 171. Zephyr 171 starts out with that energy staff. We'll wait for him to play off of that. There he goes. He puts down Mr. Mackey, of all people. I like to see Mr. Mackey in a challenge. How about that? So we're going to see some SOM activity today. So we'll utilize our freeze from Sizzler Stewart and our Warboy Twerk here to stop this little push coming in on us. And we'll set Mysterion right up on the top flank here. We'll start his rotation as well. So in comes the Terrence and Phillip and the Hermes Keeney. You could see at level 1, Sizzler Stewart still a little glassy. But if you can get him rolling out, you can have a good time with him for sure. So in comes the Mackey combo with the nice little Heidi. You've got the little tiny Ike down there kicking us in the bones. Everybody's falling down. Oh my goodness. So we've got to use the Terrence and Phillip some range units here. Out comes the Blinkin' Inkin, putting some damage on us. But we grab that bar and we'll keep moving forward here. I believe we're gonna let this little Ike, or this little tiny Keeney, come out onto the field with our rogue token shaped like a space warrior today. Ooh, I love it. We've got some Poseidon Stan up in here. Water, you guys, that definitely is the strongest element. Don't ever doubt it. Water is the strongest of the elements. So out comes the Sharon as well. Let's get our shield rolling. And we'll get our Mosquito tight up front here. Use our little Jimmy here. The deckhand gets healed up by the Sharon, takes down our little tiny Jimmy. The lightning bolt comes out, pops us square in the human kite. Mosquito's up there on his little lonesome right now, but we'll have a nice rotation coming in here with our visitors, our Keeney, and of course our Dr. Timothy here. The Blinkin' Inkin doing a little bit more damage than we want him to today. Here's a perfect time for some Sizzler Stewart and some Warboy Twerk. So Sizzler Stewart into Warboy Twerk. If you need to throw that chaos down on the bottom of that Sizzler Stewart charge, you'll have some fun there as well. So I don't know if we can grab this next bar, cakers. It's a little far off. But we always say good game, and of course we always say well played. Zephyr, good luck out there in your challenge mode battle arena today, brother. I hope you get all the juicy nectar. I hope you get all of the battle tokens. I hope you get all of the fiery goodness. Get them legendaries, Zephyr. I'm pulling for you, my dude. I'm pulling for you. Cakers, we've got a little bit of powwow left in this towel right here. And then we'll have to maybe take a brief moment to make this towel a little bit more powwowable. But let's get into that towel if you've got them. So the deck I really fell behind was a Somm-related Santa deck. I don't have any clear style cards, and as soon as my opponent figured that out, they were able to pretty well steamroll me. Oh goodness, a little tiny person. Let's have a good game though. We'll send out our Terrence and Phillip first up here in the top corner. And the human kite comes out. So let's see if that kite will roll forward here. And we'll get some range units out here to help out. Oh goodness. A whole bunch of stuff is happening right now. So we're going to have to use our Sizzler Stewart here as well. That'll be a fun time. Just as the chaos comes out. So we'll see a freeze here in a second. There it goes. The Jimmy comes out to put a rebuttal into our big old flock of cards here. Out comes the Super Fart as well. We'll use this time to get Mysterion rolling as we're going to take down this bar. And then we'll start turning some of our range units out again here. Out comes the Sharpshooter Shelly. So we're saving that poison for a little bit here. We'll see that human kite again, undoubtedly. And I'm particularly worried about Somm, to be honest. So I know poison doesn't really take down the Somm, but it can become helpful if you need you know, some good chip damage on that body. So we're gonna get our Space Warrior onto the little Windy. Oh, I think you got my new kid with that lightning bolt. I'm not quite sure what just happened there, but I saw a lightning bolt come in and none of my units fell down. I'm wondering if he got my new kid with that little lightning bolt, I think. I'll have to go back and check that out. We'll use our shield here if we can. Keep that Space Warrior rocking and rolling. We'll send in the range units. Lift up that little mosquito. And then we'll send in Warboy Twerk behind all this as well. The little tiny chomper comes out. Does us a foot damage there. But as always, a good game, a well played. Dude, I'm sorry if that lightning bolt glitched out and bugged out and put you at an energy disadvantage there. I'll have to take a quick gander as we go back and look over this footage and see if that lightning bolt hit my new kid. Oh my goodness. So Cakers, we need just one more victory and we'll get into that juicy nectar here in just a brief moment. So into the towel if you got them. Some amazing news on the farm front. I got my lonely little gal that was left after the coyote attack. I got her some new companions, 2 of them. Their names are Abby and Oreo. And me and a good teammate, good friend of mine, MMF, came over yesterday. We repaired and built up my goat shack pretty well. I still got to hang some chicken wire from the top to fill in a gap. But, you know, I'm pretty confident that things are going to get back to normal here at the little farm. My little goats will be happy, and we won't have any crazy critters trying to come in here and tear them down. Oh, goodness. This one's going to be a fun one. He's got that call girl straight up front with the little stand. I wasn't even paying attention to what was about to start happening. We were all super happy and talking about the goats and such. Look at this regeneration even. We're going to lose a bar here, faux show. So we'll lose a bar here to this crazy madness up here at my new kid, which for some reason there was no bounce there. No crazy bounce back from the blast damage, but I think we're in a little bit, just a little bit of a lag right now. But we'll still make it over there. We'll crush down some bars, and we'll get into that juicy nectar here in just a brief moment, Cakers. You've got Stewart over there doing a good job on him right now. And of course, Keeney's about to start chiming in. The shields are going to get taken down from the little aliens. We're definitely a little bit over leveled here on the person we are playing. As you can see, the tiniest of potatoes as you start out zero elo. 2331 is unfortunately just not too high, but putting up a nice good fight with his sweet superhero cards, pairing them with that regeneration. But unfortunately, we're just a little bit over leveled today. A good game and a well played to you, though, my friend. Again, hope you have fun out there in that challenge mode battle arena. I want everybody to earn the rewards, get that nectar, make it juicy, fill up your pockets with it, get that inventory nice and stacked up if you can, cakers. That's the nice little 12 wins, 1 loss run. Let's see what kind of scores are up there today. For some reason, right now, we're in number 2 position, or in the top 10 position, I should say, 2 through 10. That'll definitely change. We've got a 1230 score. We see 1290 up at the top today. A few names I recognize up here close to the upper areas. Fat Seb getting at 1167 today. Get over there to his Twitch channel and check him out, guys. He's one hell of a player. Shadow Tash as well down there, 1125. Get over there, check out his YouTube channel, guys. He's one hell of a player as well. They post some good stuff. Of course, you see some of the top 25 people up there in that top area from the ladder board hanging out here inside of the ladder board on the challenge mode as well. Congrats to you guys. Much love, much cake to you all. We'll take a quick gander at the deck in the actual deck area. I know I could have clicked that little tiny tab and we could have seen it, but this gives you an indication, somewhere around what the cost might be. So we're running Sizzler Stewart here, giving you that -1 electricity bonus. He's glassy, but if you can set him up nice, get that Professor Chaos freeze going first, get that Professor Chaos freeze going right afterwards, it's a pretty good cycle routine to keep the gaps frozen, not having to rely on DSR Labard style combos, especially on a day like today, when you've got reduced costs in other areas. I said costs. When you've got reduced costs in other areas, cakers. So Warboy Twerk here as well. 3 costs. He's going to speed up your units as you need them to. Again, Professor Chaos comes in, immune to the mind control, so if people are running that Mecha Timmy today, he's a good forward front assassin, especially with that freeze ability. You might lose him necessarily before you want to, but being electric and getting that -1 cost today, 2 cost Professor Chaos is a very high value card, cakers. Out here as well with the 2 cost Fast Pass, he gets his little circle charged up, and of course the little arrow will change to the closest enemy, but whatever's in that line, he's gonna whack it. So use that appropriately as well. You could sometimes get to that new kid, or you could sometimes get to that trouble card if you just clear out 1 card before him first. Save that charge and then let it reline after you kill that character. You'll be able to use that Fast Pass to get some of those rear line back cards. I saw a lot of Nathans today. Very weird to see Nathan up in here, but we did see a lot of Nathans, and he's got that range that he could almost hit you from like still being in the new kid hand. So be careful out there with that. Of course, a lot of Bradley stuff out there as well with these range cards today too, cakers. So choose wisely. Don't take my deck and chisel it in stone. Build something fun for yourself. Have a good time out there. Of course, we've got Human Kite, still full cost, no electric charge there, but at 4, the shield's still super great in this mode right now. And as you saw in the new developer update, the Human Kite shields are getting reduced, the distance is getting reduced, and his charge time is going up. So Kite is getting quite a big nerf. Take a look at what you've got going on there. Mosquito as well today got the Swarm, healing him up and costing you 2 units for just 3 energy. Pretty good bargain there. But again, take a gander at the developer update. You're gonna see a pretty big reduction in what Mosquito can do as well. But I don't know. I can't say I'm hit or miss on some of those nerfs. I think the cards that got him likely probably well deserving, but I don't know, they did seem kind of hefty in my opinion. visitors here, the pew pews, definitely get your job done with the pew pews. 3 costs, 2 units. They are going to fall to things like poison, arrow storm, you know, and if DSR gets involved with the Labarre Jimmy as well, oh goodness, that could be crazy too. So, you know, again, place them on the field wisely. 2 cost Space Warrior token, charging across the field, whacking whatever's in the way first. Hopefully it's the new kid, if you've timed it correctly. Mysterion at a 5 cost seems expensive, but once he gets rolling, if he doesn't bug out, you know, he can create a trouble inside of any mini push that you have, and, you know, create a standard regular push with him, given some value support of him coming back onto the field. So ideally, if you can start with him sometimes, it's best to do so, depending on the card your opponent has placed. But you'll enjoy that Mysterion if you get him out there at the right time. Dr. Timothy, always a good starting card here. He's slow, he sits in the back, he lifts people up in the sky, as Roman Edge would say. He takes them to space camp. You know, get over there, check out that Roman Edge Twitch TV as well, Cake Fam. He does a lot of challenge mode stuff as well. We're playing Poison today. Not a lot of people run this Poison, but Human Kite, Visitors, and some of the other trouble cards sitting in the back, we definitely need them to fall out of the sky a little bit quicker. As I mentioned, you know, throw some Poison at Som. If you've got it nice and tight up there at the midline, hit him with a Sizzler Stewart, freeze him up. You know, hit him with a Professor Chaos right after that, freeze him up again. And you can knock down Som before he gets that charge off with, you know, some proper planning and such. And of course, Terrence and Phillip. You can't go wrong with Terrence and Phillip. 2 units, 4 cost. You know, they get the job done. They're Terrence and Phillip. That's the deck I've used here, Cakers. It roughs out at 3.4 up there, but you've got Sizzler Stewart coming in at -1, Professor Chaos and Fast Pass coming in at -1 as well. So you're more like the 3.18 or the 3.2 area with this deck. It's a nice tight rotation deck. You'll have some fun with it. But again, don't take my decks and chisel them into any kind of rock surface or any other type of engravable surface. You know, get out there and enjoy the type of deck you should rather enjoy building and having fun in the battle arenas with. So Cakers, we're going to jump in here. We've got 450 coins to start out. Here we go into the materials pack. We definitely want to get these materials. I feel like I sound like a 70-year-old trucker right now. I've spent a lot of time out in the goat field, keeping everything planned and proper. We had to spend a little extra time out there last night, even though we got the shed and the shacks built, just because when you introduce new livestock to other livestock, oh boy, they all three have horns, and the 2 I introduced are a little smaller than my mama goat out there. So, you know, the laws of nature, they got to establish who gets to eat the grass first, I guess. But I wanted to make sure nobody was getting rolled over. One of the gals that I bought is preggers. She's got a little baby inside of her, so we want to keep her protected from getting too beat on by my other goat. And, you know, after a day or 2, they'll all kind of fall into line. They've been grazing together. They've been laying together. They all slept in the pen together last night. It was fabulous for me. I didn't have to get up every 5 minutes to check and make sure they weren't getting eaten by coyotes. It was a super rad time for me, and so I'm looking forward to getting some sleep and getting that proper nutrients and calories back in me. It'll be a good time, Cake Fam. And I appreciate all the encouraging messages sent over line and Facebook and in the comments and such here on my YouTube channel. Cakers, you're way too much. Much love and much cake to each and every one of you out there that reached out through my crazy troubling times recently. You're all the bees and the knees, definitely. But Cakers, I'm realizing here we're on the 6th pack. Where's my powwow? Let's get this powwow rolling. We need to get that towel rolling. Just a few packs left here, Cake Fam. Again, I hope you all do well out there in your challenge mode arenas today. Have you some fun. get you a lot of this juicy nectar, of course, because it definitely adds up. If you can afford more than one run, get your free run in here. As you see, we go run number 1 and crank away. We get some good value here out of our South Park Phone Destroyer experience. Look at all them rare cards. Wowzers. Loving that. So it changes up a bit here. You've seen a pattern. Coins, materials, peoples in the packs. Here we'll go coins, but they award us here at the end with 2 usually sufficiently juicy people packs. And we've already seen that one epic in Mr. Slave pass us by a few packs ago. So let's see what kind of love we can find in the last few packs here. Couple of energy staffs. We get the fat ass Zinc Cartman. Nice amount of rares coming out of here. And our final pack, cakers. Let's go one more powwow, eh? Woo! So Cupid Cartman getting a buff here as well, guys. Check out that developer update. They're trying to turn him into a nice flying assassin, and maybe it'll work out. Professor Chaos being the next epic we get. We like to see that. A few more energy staffs, some Princess Keene. And as we spoke about before, we all know water definitely is the strongest element, so nice to see Stan Poseidon style coming in here at the end of the packs. As you can see there, we only need about 1,500 more of this little common card, which we have not requested in well over a year and a half. So this is all natural growth, but be nice to get a little 7 level common card every once in a while. But they're slowly but surely getting there, cakers. That's the nectar, that's the juicy packs, that's the deck, and that is the fun powwow, cakers. I appreciate you coming on this little journey with me again. I wish you much luck out there in your challenge mode battle arena today. Don't forget, you can experience it again tomorrow. We'll always tell you though, cakers, come back here. Let's see each other on the flip side. We definitely want to keep the powwow and the towels rolling. So come back on the flip side. Check us out in the next video. Don't forget to click that like, subscribe button if you've enjoyed, if you're new. And definitely always remember, Rusty Whore will tell you much love, much cake. And until the next time, peace, 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 peace.